If you're a new streamer and you've only ever heard of Streamlabs or Stream Elements, I've got a tool for you that you've got to add to your stream. It's going to allow your viewers to activate a filter in your camera using channel point rewards, or have an animation play every time you get a hype train, or control your stream using just your voice, or even things like typing a message in Twitch chat every time an ad is running. Literally anything that you can think of, this tool can do it. It's Streamerbot. It's another Streamerbot video. Look, I know I've already done a video in this, but the video I made is super old and the UI has changed so much since then, and I got a lot of comments from people being like, Nutty, everything looks so different now. So if you've already installed Streamerbot, you can skip this video, but don't do that, because if you do, then you're a bad viewer, and you wouldn't want that, would you? For everyone else, I'm gonna show you how to set up Streamerbot from scratch, and then at the end, I'm gonna show you how you can import a few simple commands that I've personally made myself completely for free. Hey, real quick, Nerd or Die is doing a 25% off site-wide at the moment, with some of their overlay packs all the way up to 80% off. You can pick up their Synthwave overlay pack for just $6 right now, and that comes with all the widgets you can need: sub-goal widgets, chat overlays, stinger transitions. And yeah, I know a lot of you guys already have a design that you probably like, but Nerd or Die's overlay packs come with the original source files, so if you want to customize the overlay or just use it as a resource to learn how to make your own ones, you can do that as well. And Nerd or Die has more than just overlay packs now. You can get emotes, you can get sub badges, sound effects. Some of their widgets are totally free too. You can get their social media pop-up and customize that and add it to your stream so it can link back to your Twitter or your YouTube or whatever you want. So check out Nerd or Die, the link is down below. And if the sale's going on right now, you can use Winter25 to get 25% off. And if that's over, you can always use Nutty to get 15% off. Okay, so before I can show you what Streamerbot actually does, I need to show you how to actually get it. So it's pretty easy to find. You just go to Google or whatever and type in Streamer.bot. That is actually the name of the website. And then you just click on here where it says Streamerbot, and then it should automatically download a zip file. Go over to wherever you downloaded that file, right click on it, and then just extract it. And just go into that folder, find streamerbot.exe and just launch it. It's gonna say Windows protected, blah, blah, blah. Just go more info, run anyway, okay? Just trust me, all right? This is what Streamerbot should look like when you first open it up. Guys, I know this looks like some Windows 95 program, but when you see everything that Streamerbot can do, you guys will get it. Just give it a chance. Before we get ahead of ourselves, we first need to get this connected to your Twitch or YouTube account and to OBS. So we're gonna come over to the Stream Apps tab, right click Add, and just give it a name. Now, underneath the version, you're gonna see 4.9 or version 5. So what this refers to is the version of the OBS WebSocket plugin that you have installed. So OBS WebSockets is just the way that this program can communicate to OBS to like change a scene or toggle your sources on and off. And if you're on OBS 28 or newer, then you're already gonna have this installed. But if you're in an older version of OBS, you're gonna have to install the OBS WebSocket plugin. So I'll leave that link down below. So for me, because I'm already on OBS 29, I'm gonna select version 5. Then it's gonna ask you to put in a password. So go over to OBS, click on Tools, go to WebSocket Server Settings. You're gonna enable WebSocket servers. So this is gonna allow Streamerbot to actually communicate back and forth with OBS, so we can toggle sources on and change filters, all that kind of stuff. Then you're gonna set a password. So just generate a password, take note of what the password is, press OK, then go back into Streamerbot and just paste in whatever your password is. You also want to enable auto connect on startup and reconnect and disconnect, and then give it a name so it allows you to press OK. If you did it right, it should say connected here. If it doesn't, just right click and connect. And you should see a list of your sources on the right here. So if you see that, then you did it correctly. If you're using something like Streamlabs, then get the hell out of here, okay? No, I'm just messing with you. It's probably the same process, but I don't like Streamlabs, so I'm not gonna bother showing you that. Now you wanna connect either your Twitch or your YouTube account, depending on whatever platform that you stream on. We'll do Twitch first, so go over to Platforms, click on Twitch and go to Accounts, and you're gonna see 2 logins here. I'll explain why that is in a second. Click on Login, and you'll see this thing that says Authorized. Make sure to just not read any of this, okay? And just blindly click Authorize. Because just trust me, bro. Cool, logged in successfully, and if you did it right, you should see your logo there. If you want, you could also connect a second account for your bot account. So if you want the bot to chat in your stream under like a different login name, then just click login again, it will have one of these other authorized windows. Open up an incognito tab, and then just log in with your bot Twitch account here and just authorize that link. Now, as for YouTube, I've actually never done it before, so this is a first time for me. Just go over to YouTube, go over to accounts, and then I guess just auto connect and sign in with Google. I probably should have done this before, but like, you know, it's first for everything, right? All right, allow, logged in successfully, and then boom, done. So connected to YouTube. Okay, so that's all of the boring stuff out of the way. Let's make Streamerbot actually do things now. And this is where you're gonna see what Streamerbot is actually capable of. So we're gonna go over to the Actions tab. Now, the Actions tab is where everything happens. So every single command that you wanna create happens in the Actions tab. So we're just gonna right click and add, and we're gonna create something simple like toggle camera. On the right hand side is where all of the different commands for our action happen. Now you can think of the sub actions area as like a gigantic Stream Deck multi-action. So if we right click, you can see all of the different things that you can do in our multi-action. And there's so many different things here. So for example, you can send a chat message, you can run a commercial, you can activate follow only mode. But in the OBS section, there's things like changing scenes, you can enable filters, take a screenshot. We're gonna do something really basic. So go over to sources, and we're just gonna go set source visibility. So we're gonna toggle our camera on and off. So that just means turning on and off a source. So just click on that, and we can set our scene here. So it has a list of all of our different, I have like 100 scenes. Well, I'll show you what all of these are for one day. But anyway, you can set your scene here, and then we can select a source within that. So just select our camera, and we're gonna set the state to toggle, and then we can test that now, and that should turn on and off our camera. And then just press OK. So that is just a really, really simple action that does one thing, but you can add hundreds of things here in the right if you really wanted. And you can do things as well. You can add delays between things. So if you can go over to core, you can add a delay for like 5 seconds, for example, and then you can add more things after that. So we can just like make a duplicate. So this action here would turn my camera on, and then after 5 seconds, it would turn it off again. Really, really simple action. So now we have a thing that we can do, but now we need to think of how we trigger this thing. And with Streamerbot, there are so many different ways to trigger an action. You can trigger an action through a chat command, through someone using channel points, through a hotkey. You can even trigger an action just by using your voice. So we're gonna skip this action cues. We'll come back to that later, but we'll go over to the commands tab, and this is where you'd write out all of your chat commands. So if we go right click and add, and this is a big scary window, let me just break it down for you. So this commands box here is for whatever you type out in chat. So basically anything you type in Twitch chat, if it matches in this command box, it will trigger your action. So for example, we're just gonna put, I don't know, like exclamation mark toggle. Then we're going to select our action. So just click on action, and the action that we just made, just select that. Ignore everything else, but we'll just press OK for now. Now we're gonna go over to our Twitch chat, and if we just type in toggle and chat, it's gonna turn my camera off, and now in 5 seconds, it will turn it back on automatically, hands-free. I don't have to do anything at all. It's all just part of our action. Now, of course, there are so many options for chat commands. Now, I'm not gonna go through all of them. You can look through them yourselves, but you can do things like add a cooldown. You can make it so that the command is moderator only, or only you as the broadcaster can run it. So lots of things that you can do here. You can also do basic hotkeys too. So go over to the hotkeys tab, add, and we can make it so that whenever we press Control T, we can toggle our camera. So just select toggle camera, press OK, Control T, it's gonna toggle my camera. So you can basically turn your regular keyboard into sort of like a Stream Deck. Everything up till now has been pretty standard, but the next tab is really gonna blow your mind. So go over to the platforms tab, and we're gonna focus on the Twitch tab because I primarily stream on Twitch. So you guys should go follow me, by the way, because I do a lot of cool stuff there. Anyway, basically anything that you can think of can trigger an action inside of Streamerbot. So that action that we just made can be triggered by, let's just say, a follow, or you can do things like a sub, or like whenever someone gives you bits. So like all of this standard things, but it has way more than just those things. So if you, even just in the general tab, every time someone sends you a whisper, every time you make an announcement using that /announcement command on Twitch, or every time you shout someone out, even every time you run an ad. So you know how on Twitch everyone hates ads and they're terrible? Well, what you can do is every time a mid-roll ad happens, you can set up Streamerbot to automatically write a message in chat saying, hey everyone, we're in the middle of an ad right now and please don't leave because I just need money, blah, blah, blah. You can do all of that and it can all be automated. So let's just do one quick example. So let's go back to our actions tab and we'll do something a little bit more exciting. We'll just add a new one. We'll just call it turn on filter. And in the sub actions, we're gonna go OBS, go over to sources, and let's just say source filter state. So I wanna toggle on a filter for my camera. So go over camera and yeah, I have a lot of, just ignore that. We'll turn on this filter that's called cartoon here and set that to visible. And then we'll put another delay in between. Let's just go to core delay, set this to 3 seconds. And then at the end, we're gonna turn the filter off. So just make a duplicate of that command and edit it and set this to hidden. Go back to the platforms tab and we'll set it so that every time we get a new follow, that action we just created happens. So go over, click that button and go turn on filter, select, and there's a test button. So whenever we get a new follow, it should turn my camera into this weird filter for 3 seconds. And we can do that for other things as well. So I don't know, we'll just go over to whatever's in moderation. There's a new command on Twitch. You know that new shield mode that just came out a couple months ago or last month? We can actually have that filter turn on whenever shield mode turns on. So shield mode begin, click that button, same thing, select. And if we go over to Twitch chat and just turn shield mode on by pressing shield, enter.
Warning.
And then
haters detected. Chat locked down until hater levels have normalized.
Okay, I forgot. I have my Streamerbot instance open and I just ran my command, but you get the point. So like you saw that it turned the filter on, and then I also had like a text-to-speech thing going on, but yeah, there's a lot that you can do here. Okay, so what about channel point rewards? Because channel point rewards are probably the thing that you wanted to do the most. So how does that work? So let's go over to the tab that says channel point rewards, and you'll see all of the channel point rewards that I already have in my Twitch account. So if you go to the dashboard, everything that you see here will be listed in this list by default. So let's turn on this reward that says 69. And it will automatically appear in the channel point rewards list. And if I go over to Streamerbot, right click and go edit, I can assign an action to this channel point reward. So we can activate that filter, press select, and then okay. And now if I go to Twitch chat, if we go to Twitch chat and go channel point rewards and activate that 69 reward, it will trigger my filter automatically, which is pretty cool. Now, there's a very important thing that you need to understand about channel point rewards. You'll see that 3 of these rewards are highlighted, and the last column that says owned, 3 of them say no. And this is really important. If I right click and go edit on this one that's highlighted, you'll see that I can't edit any of the channel point rewards. And the reason why that is because Streamerbot can only edit the channel point rewards that it's created. So all of these rewards here that say yes, I created the channel point reward inside of Streamerbot. And the reason why that's important is because if I want to toggle a channel point reward on, like this barrel roll one, if I turn that on and have it appear in the list here, I can't actually do that unless Streamerbot owns that channel point reward. So this one here that's highlighted, I can't turn it on and off. I can't do anything to the settings here. So what that means is for all of your channel point rewards, you will have to recreate them inside of Streamerbot. So go right click, add, and just create it here, or you can make a duplicate. So if you make a duplicate, it'll make a copy of it. And this one here is exactly the same, except the right-hand column says owned. And then I can just go into my Twitch dashboard, delete this one that says 69. Yeah, reject, blah, blah. Delete that one. It will disappear from the list here. And then we can rename this one, get rid of that copy, and then it will function exactly the same. So if I go here, I can activate, toggles the filter, just the same. So just make sure that you recreate all of your channel point rewards inside of Streamerbot. Now, Streamerbot also supports voice commands. So any action that you create, you can also trigger it using just your voice. So if I go over to voice control, go over to settings and just click auto start listen and select the microphone that you use. I got so many microphones here. Go, Wave XLR, start streaming. And then everything I say from now on should appear in this log section. And so we'll do a quick example. Why don't we set it up so that we can change scenes using just our voice? So go over to actions again, and we'll make a couple actions here. So let's create a new one that says scene webcam. Press OK. Sub actions, what do we want to do? We want to go OBS, and we want to set our active scene so that we'll change our scene to whatever we want, and I'll set this to my webcam. Press OK. And then we'll create another action, scene desktop, and we'll go sub actions again, set active scene, and we'll set it to our desktop scene. Press OK. Then voice control, go to commands, and we can set this to be whatever we want. So right click, add, name this webcam, and the command. So this is where you type out whatever you would actually say. So let's just say, whenever I say change to webcam, and then we can go set scene to webcam, press OK. And then same thing for the other one. We can go, we'll say this is gaming. So we can go change to gaming, press OK, and then set this to desktop. So we'll test this out. Change to webcam. Change to gaming. Isn't that cool? Now, of course, I've just shown you some really basic actions within Streamerbot, but I'm telling you, actions can get so goddamn complicated. So just to give you an example, I'm going to open up what my Streamerbot looks like. So if you go over to my actions tab here, we're going to search for me channel. Okay, this would probably be my most complex channel point reward. And look how many actions are in here. This took me like a few hours, basically an entire day to like make this reward. And basically what it does is every time someone gives me 311 bits, let's go over to cheers. If I get 311 bits, by the way, this is how you test commands. Type 311 and just test it out. This is what it does. I spent so long making this. Yeah, I have no life, guys. I do want to keep this video as beginner friendly as possible, but if you guys want me to make a video on more intermediate concepts inside of this actions tab, let me know and then I'll do a video on that. I'm just gonna do the video anyway, even if you guys don't want to know, because it's really interesting stuff. But like, I'm telling you, this actions tab can do so much. You can like post to Discord. I even talk about the fact that you can literally create your own custom code. Like if you know how to code, you can literally just make your code inside here. I'll save that for another video because like I can make videos all day about this program. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk about is the Stream Deck, because there are a lot of alternatives to the Stream Deck. There's like Touch Portal, there's Deckboard. I've covered a lot of them on this channel before. For those of you that have a Stream Deck, there actually is a Stream Deck plugin for Streamerbot. I'll leave a link to that in the description down below, but if you install that plugin, you can run any Streamerbot action from your Stream Deck. And these are all of my Streamerbot actions. Like literally anything, you can run that from your Stream Deck. But let's just say that you don't have a Stream Deck. Well, the Streamerbot devs have created their own Stream Deck-like app thing for your phone that just runs in a web browser. And I've already made a video on that on the second channel. If you guys didn't know, I actually have a second channel called Nutty VODs. It's where I upload all of my past broadcasts for my Twitch stream. And occasionally I make highlights of when I teach you guys how to do cool stuff in Streamerbot or in OBS or some other streaming thing. And yeah, there's a video up there. I'll link it as well in the description that shows you how to do these Stream Deck-like thing on your phone. Lots of things you can do in Streamerbot. Guys, if you like this video, cool. Good for you. That's amazing. Also, I do have, oh yeah, fuck me. Yeah, I was totally gonna wrap up this video and I just realized I'm not done yet. Streamerbot actually has a feature where you can import and export code. If you click on export, you can select any action that you've created and just export that to a file. Give that to your friends or whoever else, and then they can import that file and just have that code. It's really cool. So I made my own GitHub repo where I activated, or I don't know why I said activate. I added a few commands that you guys can download completely for free. There's not a lot there, but I'll give you an example. So if you go to the link in the description box, click on any of these things that say something NFT. So let's just choose one. Let's do this Urban Dictionary one, okay? You'll see this big ass string. Just copy all of this, click on import, and inside this import string box, just paste that in. You'll see this, click import, and then done. You have my code just imported. And then it also imported this chat command here that by default is disabled. That's just how Streamerbot works, but you can just like enable it here. And now if I go into my Twitch chat and type in !urban and whatever I want, milkers, it's gonna search that word up on Urban Dictionary and just, yeah. But guys, hope you liked that video. Go follow me on Patreon now and give me money. I've also been making my own custom-made widgets that actually use Streamerbot. I have a couple widgets that show your Twitch chat poll, so whenever you run a poll in your Twitch chat, it automatically shows an overlay that shows that poll on screen without you having to do anything. It's really cool. So if you want widgets like that, go sub to me on Patreon at the $10 tier or higher. The $3 tier gets you nothing, but except you're nice if you do that. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this insanely long video that totally just went off the rails because I gave up reading my script and everything just came off the top of my head. All right, see you guys next week.